YTPC, what's going on? Today I'm smoking a 1964 Padron anniversary series. I think it's a Corona that Charlie sent me. Charlie said it was his favorite. I believe he said, I think that's what he said. And just like the Padron that Hillbilly sent me, this is a very good cigar. It tastes wonderful. The only thing that I have with it is a kind of a question, and I haven't asked Charlie, and I should ask Charlie first. But there's a taste on my tongue. It kind of leaves like a numbing feeling, and I think after tasting it, it's where they put the glue or whatever on the tip. So I don't know if Charlie gets that taste or not, and I don't really know how to get rid of that. I guess that's some people, I guess I've heard of people brushing, like dipping it in whiskey or stuff and brushing their cigars. Maybe that's why they do it. I don't know. It's the first one I've ever had that got that, like it's not the taste of the cigar, because you can taste the cigar and its flavors. It's not part of that. It's got to be the glue or whatever on it. But it tingles, like it tingles on my lips. And that might not even be the cigar. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's something the cigar, because once again I am back to taking Dayquil and NyQuil and Mucinex, and I still haven't got over that little hack. And so I'm it's actually coming back now worse than what it was. I've been coughing a lot more and hacking up, and it's not to do with the pipes and cigars or anything like that. Anyway, today's Monday the 13th, December the 13th, and today's a hard day for me. My grandfather passed away today, the man that raised me 4 years ago, and it's not easier. The only thing that I said it then and I say it again. PawPaw said, don't cry for me, Bob. I'm where I want to be. I'm in heaven talking to Jesus about you. And I keep remembering that. And that's what's in my mind and goes through my mind. I've tried to keep my mind busy today. I'm talking to people on the phone and text, and people on Facebook has messaged me, and I got to watch Simon today twice, and watched a couple more pop videos. I watched Steve and Miss Kathy's, and I forget. I've watched a couple more though. But you know, all the stories that I've come on here and told over the past, I don't know how long it's been, 9 months now I've been doing videos, I guess, something like that. I don't know, I have to look and see. I think I've been doing lives for like 7 months, so I don't know. But anyway, all the stories through this past year, most of them you've heard me tell a story about PawPaw, of what PawPaw said or something like that, or something that happened to me. But he was a good man. Worked hard. He worked in the mines and he worked on the railroad. Actually, both of my grandfathers did that. My other grandfather worked in the mines and the railroad, and that's actually how he died. He was trying to get loose the hitch in between the two Kogons, if you will, box cars, you know, the two cars, and he was fiddling with it and trying to get it not unhitched but put on there tight or something, and he didn't. And anyway, they smashed up against him, and it crushed him. And he lived for 2 or 3 days in the hospital, but he was bleeding internally, and there was nothing they could do. It crushed him, and it crushed everything in him. But the grandfather that I'm talking about, he worked either 18 years in the mines and 23 on the railroad, or 23 in the mines and 18 on the railroad. And then he retired, black lung and stuff, but he worked until he was, retirement age. But he got his black lung, and he was a Christian, and he always told me he had, things to tell me, as I've told you all. But one of the things that he talked about was love. Love people, bub, love. And I never really did do much of that besides him and my family. I was pretty cold for a lot of years. And, did a lot of soul searching, a lot of studying and stuff over the last 10 years. And it's changed me a whole lot. I tell everybody, the guy you see today wasn't the guy you would have known back then. But it goes back, I know, I watched Steve and Miss Kathy's video, and I know there's a little bit of stuff going on that's not really got a lot of love. And what I'm here to tell you is that, if there's a way to find hate, if there's a way to dislike somebody, you're going to find it. It's easily found. A lot of it starts on politics. You can hate somebody just because of the way they vote, or what they believe in on politics. And then the other big one is religion. You can hate somebody because of a religion. And breaking it down to pipe smoking, I've seen people hate, as you know, I've told it here. I've seen people call each other names because they smoke a certain blend. Oh, you're an aromatic, you're an awful person. I mean, crazy things over smoking a blend. I've seen people, you can find anything out there to hate somebody over. Usually, if a person has that, then it's because they're having to deal with something they're going through. And, there's something that they have to go through. And I hope people works that out, because you have to search within yourself to work out that. That's something that nobody's going to be able to really help. But I know we've talked about, I didn't know this, I was watching Simon, they was talking about, kind of goes along these same lines, was, there's no more dislikes on YouTube. And I was like, well, that's why then I haven't seen the 2 troll dislikes on mine that I've had for the past 4 or 5 months. I haven't seen that in the last 2 or 3 videos. I thought that maybe they got tired of clicking dislike. Because it didn't bother me, it don't bother me. If you click like, you click dislike, that didn't bother me. But the reason you call them trolls is because they never offered anything of why they dislike. It's okay if you dislike. That's the whole thing. That's the whole point. It's okay if you don't agree with somebody else. It's okay. Some people like certain type of foods that you don't like. Some people like certain type of drinks that maybe you don't like. Certain people like certain type of tobacco blends that maybe your palate don't like. It's okay. It's okay for somebody else to like a blend, or it's okay for somebody else to do anything. It's okay as long as you are respectful to the other person. Just be respectful. Nobody's asking you to. You shouldn't, unless you're trying to force your opinion and saying they have to. You can't do that either. You can't force anybody to agree with your opinion. You're not going to be able to. It's useless. Don't try to. There should be no forcing, and there should be no putting down of somebody because they like a certain blend, or because of, they do this, or they vote this. No, shouldn't do that. It's easy to find hate. That's probably the most easiest thing it is. You can find hate out there quickly. But the hard part in life is finding somebody that don't agree with you. Somebody that's maybe is different. But then finding a way to love them. Finding a way to show them love. And that's hard. And a lot of people can't do it. Because it takes a lot for somebody to say, well, this guy don't like me, or this guy disagrees with me, but I still love him. So, that's it. That's about all I got for you today. PawPaw talked about love. I'm trying to talk to you about love. I've said it on my channel before. Some people might take it as weak. Oh, James is weak because he shows love. That's fine. I got big shoulders. You can see me as weak all you want. That don't bother me because I'm not out here to prove anything to anybody. I'm a nobody in this world. I'm no greater than a grain of sand, and I'll never in my life believe that I'm any better than a grain of sand, because I'm not. But I will love you. I love you, and you don't have to do nothing for it. That's all. Anyway, tomorrow's Tuesday. Tomorrow's alive. Once again, I hope you can come and have a smoke with us. It's all our family, the YTP family, Stumbo's family gathering. And yeah, it's me and my wife and my kids that's here, but it's not. When I put that on there, it's not just my family. I consider all of us family. And whether, just like a family, you're going to disagree. You think me and my wife agree on everything? You're crazy if you think that. But do you think that I don't love my wife? I would lay right now and let them cut my heart out with a dull knife and no anesthetics if it meant my wife could live, or my kids. And that's kind of what I'm talking about with you. Because we're all family, and we all have to, talk and be courteous to one another and kind to one another and loving. And, a lot of people, a lot of people are. I'm not saying, everybody is that way. Because as you just seen on Jay Mouton's, the YTPC raised, almost $6,000, 58. Cainrod had one, and Jay had another one for the Mott family, LaDawn. And just the YTPC is a great community. I love it. I love all of you. So anyway, tomorrow, I still haven't got in touch. I haven't seen WKRP. I don't know if he's been on any lives. I haven't seen him. So I don't know. He hasn't gotten in touch with me, so he probably won't be on. I did get in touch with Willie from the Nashville Mafia. So he will be on tomorrow. He's going to be on for, 10, 15 minutes, whatever, to talk about his live on the 22nd, him and John's live on the 22nd. I did hear that John got his wedding gift from me, but I haven't heard from John. John didn't tell me that. John sent word to tell me that. I don't know. John's got me on Messenger. I don't know. Maybe he's been busy. The wife's got him doing something, and that's understandable. My wife has me doing stuff too. I don't know, but I'm glad you got it, John. I did get the message that you received the gift, and I'm glad you got it, brother. But anyway, they'll be on tomorrow, but hopefully y'all can just come and be a place to forget about your everyday life, maybe bills and stuff, whatever's going on in your life, and just come and smile. Hopefully you can just come and just find something and smile. Get your mind off of the things that's going on. Because, there's a lot of things that in the YTPC, I try to watch everybody's live, and it gets my mind off things. So I hope it gets y'all's minds off some things too, and we just have a good time, and everybody can smile and enjoy themselves. Charlie, once again, before I go, thank you very much for the cigar. I'm enjoying it. It's wonderful flavors, Charlie. Wonderful flavors. I'm enjoying it. Anyway, I hope you're smoking the blends that you love and the pops that you love, or the cigars that you love. Y'all have a good day. See you.